Our training programme will consist of the apprentices coming back to the centre for 3 one-month residential blocks. So it's a massive commitment from the company, and trying to impress on the apprentices and others how big a thing this is really important to me. They come from all over the country, from Newcastle to Kent. We'll bring apprentices in, put them up in appropriate accommodation, and they'll spend sort of 3 one-month blocks every year throughout the second, third and fourth year. So the sort of stuff we're looking at currently is some safety training, talking about product quality, having our engineers understand that if they maintain that piece of equipment properly, it actually does have a big impact on our sort of final sales. That if our equipment's running smoothly, that the product we produce is good quality and we've got less waste, that the more stuff that comes out there that we can sell, the better. Variable speed drives are something that most of our factories use, so training on that, PLCs, and then general electrical and mechanical maintenance around the sort of model factory and the equipment that they're going to be working on. If we can take them pieces of equipment and deliver theoretical and practical training around them, I think that's where we'll see the actual biggest benefit. And as I've already said, we're looking at years 2, 3 and 4. The main focus being on years 2 and 3, because the fourth year, what I really like to do is provide sessions that are targeted around endpoint assessment preparation. So we're looking at pairing up our apprentices with maintenance managers that they're not familiar with, and them coaching them and mentoring them through sitting, doing Teams calls, asking them questions, and really putting them under a little bit of pressure like the endpoint assessor would, so that when they do finally sit in front of that endpoint assessor, they're used to somebody sort of going through their paperwork, their folder. They understand that folder back to front, and they can answer questions on it and not be put off and not be nervous. So in terms of the wider business, I think the benefits to the apprentices and what the facilities they're going to use and the training they're going to get, for me at least, is fairly obvious. There'll be less emphasis on our maintenance managers and other maintenance teams having to deliver formal training. So currently we would send an apprentice to a factory, and then the maintenance manager, having their job already, then say to them, oh, by the way, can you deliver this training to the apprentice? Can you deliver that training? Try and take that emphasis off so they can do their job, and we really manage the training for the apprentice. Managers and mentors will have full visibility of that training programme, so they can schedule work that's appropriate. When our first to second year start at the factory, the question we always get is, what have they done at college? What do they know? What jobs can I put them on? So if they can see the programme and they know when their apprentice comes back to us in April, let's say, this is what they've covered while they was at the Centre of Excellence, so I can start giving them jobs I know they've worked on, and they're not going to be scratching their head and not knowing what they're doing. Time spent on plant with the maintenance managers can then be sort of concentrated on putting into practice the skills and knowledge elements of their apprenticeship standard that they've been through at the Centre of Excellence, and the factories can focus on embedding the behaviours that we find within the apprenticeship standard, and also the behaviours that we expect as a company, really, our corporate behaviours. So in terms of apprentices, the more we can broaden the depth of the elements we cover, the better our apprentices will be, and they're not finding out stuff for the first time on the job, on a late shift when they're on their own or whatever, that they've got a much better understanding of the work they'll be doing, better theoretical and practical understanding of not only our business but our engineering strategies and the equipment that they'll be working on, be exposed to standardised best practice training within industry,